Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordamt and we're back for some more Baldur's Gate 2. In the last episode we finished up the Sultan SLR area. We concluded it with the fight against Mr. John Irenicus, which we promptly defeated. It was actually quite the easy fight. Not sure if because our counter magic went off in a certain way, or if because SCS made him a certain type of mage, because I do believe that SCS makes high-level mages specialize in certain schools. So let's say you could have, I think it also does so for liches, for instance. You could have like a necromancer lich, you could have a summoner lich, you could have an illusionist lich. I believe SCS can give a specialization to the mages, focusing them more on a certain type of school. So maybe that had something to do with our last fight. But now, we are in hell. We have the abyssal door, which is closed. Actually, I don't think I've actually interacted with it. But yeah, so after defeating Irenicus, we got pulled down to hell due to our lost soul. And now I'm just kind of exploring, seeing what's over here. Yep.
Execute Order 66.
Okay, so 5 eyes surround this hellish door, as if part of the very stone itself. The eyes follow you as you move, and the palpable aura of evil emanates from them. They guard this door, and if you wish to pass through, you must find some way of bypassing their guard. Interesting. So we have 5 eyes, and we need to find a way to bypass them. And there are some stairs down in a couple of places. So 5 stairs down, 5 eyes. This looks fishy.
So you have come to us at last, child of Baal. You've come to claim your heritage, perhaps, and in pieces, no less. How terrible it must be to die in such a state.
I love the voice acting of the demons. What are you talking about in pieces? What kind of riddle is this? I speak of your soul, child of murder. You are a piece of the whole, and your essence has not faded to rejoin Baal. Therefore, your blood holds sway here. Hold sway? What are you speaking of? You hold power here, or rather, the piece of you that is Baal's does. And that part of you rests now in both you and the other one, the wizard, yes? He stole much of your divine soul, but not all. So you are tethered together. Neither truly dead and neither truly alive. Ah, most interesting indeed. So how do I end this, fiend? Will you tell me that? But you already know. You must seek your soul by gathering the tears of Baal. Only then shall the way be open to you. The tears of Baal? Death causes many tears to fall, child, and Baal collected many while he lived. The tears will open the eyes and show you the path to your soul.
It is a good thing you've come to me, child of Baal. Only you hold the power to vanquish the terrible creature that holds one of your dead father's tears here. I have heard of your prowess, child. Most impressive for a mortal life. Creatures of great power thrown aside as if they were nothing. Beings any other mortal would quake before, you have fought against valiantly. You are a wonder of destruction, child of Baal. Go then, and defeat the creature that lies in the cavern. Crush it beneath your heel and claim another victory!
I love this, by the way. So yeah, he's kind of just giving us a lot of compliments, building us up. And I'm guessing it's no coincidence that his name is Pride. What manner of creature do you speak of?
It is a powerful creature, child of Baal. One that only you can destroy. I am confident in your ability to deal death to such a creature as this, and take the tear that is yours.
It's powerful, but what manner of creature is it?
It is a creature that deserves death, Child of Ball. You are such a wondrous fighter. I simply thought that you could defeat it where others failed.
Yeah, pride, for sure. Listen, Mr. Demon, I'm not about to do what you're telling me just because. I've learned not to trust the word of demons. Okay, so why does it deserve death?
Because it exists. It stands in your way.
I do not kill things just because they are in my way.
You do not? Then perhaps you consider carefully the place that your terrible power will focus upon? Consider the reason behind every blow? I see that despite your great deeds, you have no pride in you, Child of Ball. So be it.
Yes.
Humility serves well those who wield it well.
Okay. So yeah, something to note here that I'm gonna say before I walk in. In Hell, we have these trials. So in this case, there are 5 trials, one for each eye. Each trial will appeal to a certain something. So in this case, it would be pride. And when you deal with these trials, you generally have 2 ways to go about it. I think there's a mod that's called Hell Trials not Revisited, Revamped or something, that I think gives you a 3rd way. But in this case and in the base game, you have 2 ways to go about it. You can either approach a trial in a good fashion or in an evil fashion. And depending on the way you choose, the rewards you get are different. And in this case, I'm gonna play to get the better rewards. So in Pride, I am not falling for his bait conversation. I'm just gonna refuse him, and then I'm gonna check out what's over here. I think this actually sums it up. Let me just check. The demon I encountered has explained much. Or actually, wait. Here. I encountered a demon that attempted to appeal to my ego to get me to face a terrible creature it claimed held the Tear of Baal. The more I questioned it, however, the more frustrated it got, until it finally admitted the creature might just give the tear to me. I shall have to see for myself what manner of creature this is, and if a battle is even necessary. And then the next update is... The demon I encountered has explained much. This plane was once the realm controlled by Baal, and my heritage means that I hold a certain amount of power over it. So does Irenicus, however, since he remains in possession of most of my soul. I don't quite understand, but the great doorway in this place represents the path to my own soul, the other piece that the mage holds. So long as Irenicus holds that piece, we are tethered. It is what drew me down here, and is the reason why neither of us is fully dead or alive. By finding the Tears of Baal, I will be able to open the doorway and face Irenicus. And then, I suppose, I must take all of my soul back. What will happen then, I can only wonder. Okay. So here we have a dragon, which is apparently neutral. And if I speak to him... You have mastered your pride, Palpatine. The Tear of Baal is yours. Go well. Okay, so with this approach, which is I could call it the good approach, and that's also how the game perceives it, by the way. You don't get to fight the dragon. The dragon simply hands over the Tear of Baal, which is this item here. A teardrop-shaped gemstone of a deep, oddly unsettling color. The tear is one of the keys required to open the Watcher's door. Okay, and here we also have an altar. Okay, so this just holds some potions, I suppose.
Patience, my friend.
Obviously, the other approach you could take is give in to your pride, give in to your ego, and do what the demon tells you. You have a great foe in front of you, you have no doubt you can crush him and you want to exert your dominance over said foe, so you can just kill the dragon and you get a tier. And by killing the dragon you also get some other stuff. But we'll talk about rewards later, when we actually have all of the tiers.
A tier of Baal lies very close to here, child of Baal. Just beyond either of these two rooms before you. You have encountered many times in your existence where you have been forced to swallow your fear, no? You have fought off terror that would overwhelm a lesser being and shown courage instead. Pass through either of these rooms, and your vaunted courage shall be challenged, child of Baal. I have something I will offer, however, which will make it so much easier for you, child. You know, like so many with power, that items of magic can do much that the ordinary man cannot. Such as this cloak, for instance. Stitched together from the flayed skins of lovely nymphs. Wear it and be soothed by its powerful magic. Panic will never overcome you again.
A cloak made from the flayed skins of lovely nymphs. Wonderful item.
With this cloak, you could easily gather the Tear of Baal and worry not of your courage. I bow to the power of your divine soul, child, and offer this cloak up to you, if you wish it.
So here we're facing the trial of fear. Apparently we are gonna be faced with fear in some way or another, and this demon is trying to offer us up an item, a truly evil item, stitched from the flayed skins of lovely nymphs, to help you out facing this fear. Now, as a general rule of thumb, accepting gifts from demons is usually a bad idea. And I also have a very appropriate answer here, which is, I do not need a cloak to give me courage, fiend. Take it and be gone.
Then you choose to rely on your own power and bravery. It shall be as you wish, child of Baal.
And again, this is the good approach to this trial. The evil one would obviously be to take the cloak, and that would give you the evil reward as well. Now, we're gonna be facing fear, so I'm thinking remove fear here from Vicky on my party is gonna help us out. And we're gonna check out this area first, because this area is truly frightening. And we will deal with it accordingly. I think also in this room, if you're not protected from fear, you're just gonna be randomly feared while inside.
Don't yell. Yes, yes, a standard tactic, that.
Okay.
Execute Order 66.
Okay, here we just have some potions. Potions of fire, giant strength. I'm not even sure if I need these. But I can keep them for now, I suppose. As for the other area, we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful. And in this case, we are gonna use some summons.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get one skeleton from Vicky. I'm gonna get one more than oops,
What is it now?
one Mordenkainen sword from Edwin and one from myself. I'm gonna get another one and one more skeleton. Okay. So, let's get a protection from evil, let's get some emotions to help out our summons as well. We're also gonna get... I'm gonna wait for the haste actually. Because I also want a wizard eye. Well, I'm gonna have a live wizard eye in the form of a dwarf to give us some vision. Okay, so we're gonna haste my party. And we're gonna pick up our summons. So Mr. Sword, Mr. Sword, Mr. Sword. Skeleton, Skeleton. We're gonna have Korgan get an improved haste. We're also gonna berserk him. And we're gonna check out what's on this side. And by the approach I'm taking, I guess you guys can already guess. We have some Elder Orbs, Gods and Beholders. So, good luck, my friends. The swords are not gonna last much because they do have magical damage. But hopefully they will soak up some of these attacks. Now, this bitchy actually has protection from magical weapons, which is not ideal. I'm gonna have Korgan kill the Beholder. Oh god! Yo. Okay. Kill it! There's one down. Can I crit? I can. Kill the gods. Skullbreakers! Okay, we lost our improved haste, which is unfortunate. Let's go for the second beholder while you guys can also focus on him. Come on, Corgi. Corgi is my pet name for him. Okay, so let's send Korgan away. He can now go and relax a bit. Edwin, you can throw out a death spell to remove these swords. And I'm actually gonna give regeneration here on Korgan. Okay, death spell went off. Korgan is now regenerating. And the skeleton warriors are trying to kill the Elder Orb. Okay, we're fine. Let me try something here. Yes, I know he's immune. Let's swap this around. You're gonna use a normal weapon. You're also gonna use Belm for some extra attacks. And I'm gonna try and give him another improved haste. Move back. Okay, I am hitting with my normal Warhammer. He's also taking slashing damage, so he can now get hit by magical weapons. Awesome. Kill it! Yeah, you wanna kill Korgan, you cannot kill Korgan. A dwarf with a lot of saving throws and the regeneration spell on top is very tough to kill.
It's treason.
Oh, before I forget, I actually need the tier, which is over here. You have faced your fear without resorting to the protection and power of evil. The tier of Baal is yours. Okay, so there goes Korgan running away because he got dispelled and subsequently feared. Come here, Korgan. Korgan? God damn it.
So be it.
Jan, help him out. Stop it. Okay, and we're back.
Execute Order 66.
Trial of Fear is done. And actually, I might as well just do this right now. I think I can at least. Because once you have a tier, you can come to the door and use it.
Do it.
And this will also show you the reward that you got. So, you take a tier of Baal from your pack and place it in an eye. The eye closes and guards the door no longer. You have become immune to plus weapons unless. So this is the reward from, I think it's the Pride one, from the Trial of Pride. Just sipping some coffee. The evil reward, I believe, would be something like... I don't remember. I think you'd get extra constitution, like 2 extra points of constitution or something like that. For the Trial of Fear, we have been granted plus 20% resistance to fire, cold and electricity. And by the way, these are all permanent buffs. So it's something very cool to have. And I guess I can check out the rewards after each trial, just so we know exactly which reward corresponds to each trial. I also need to rest, so I think I'm gonna rest right here. You are full of those, I am not, you are okay. Also, I'm gonna swap out some spells here, because I no longer need the protection from acid. And the rest I think is just fine. Okay, let's rest.
What should I fetch now?
Next trial.
Your face burst in gutter water, bleeding from every orifice, don't you know?
So be it.
Know you, child, that there is a tier of ball in this place before us. Yet there are 2 paths that lead to it. 2 doors, 2 paths. Yet both lead to your goal. Yes?
Yes.
You have made many choices on the journey that was your life. Many paths have you taken, and always they have had an effect on those around you, even when that was not your intention. Such is the fate of those born with destiny. The consequences of the actions they take ripple about them throughout all that is reality. Perhaps the fate of others concerns you little. Perhaps it consumes your soul. That too is a choice, an action taken, a ripple set into the pond of reality.
What does this all have to do with the tier then?
The path that you take to the tier will affect another this day. Another who is innocent of the action you take, and yet affected by it just the same. One of those who travels with you, who orbits your destiny and yet is innocent of your taint, will do nicely. Remember, child of Baal, a choice must be made. And you must live with the consequences of that choice.
Oh, he doesn't say the rest, really? Go to my left and sacrifice for the innocent. Go to my right and save yourself. Okay. And Korgan got held. So what this demon is actually saying is, indeed, I can take one of 2 paths. One of them I will suffer, and in the other one I will be safe, but Korgan, or whomever he picks up in your own playthrough, is gonna die. And he's gonna get permanently killed. It's not something you can resurrect. They just die, you will never see them again. And that, at this point, is a major trade-off. Because we're talking about someone we've invested in that has 4.5 million experience points. Losing out on a character at this level is so much of a waste, even if it means you're gonna suffer a bit for it. So, the demon said, Go to my left and sacrifice for the innocent. Go to my right and save yourself. So he's facing us. So if I go to the left, I sacrifice the innocent. If I go to his right, I save myself. Okay, so I am going to sacrifice for the innocent.
Execute Order 66.
Yeah, and this is what he's talking about regarding the sacrifice. We have just lost 2 hit points from our maximum hit point level. We were at 92. That's also a permanent decrease. If I open the other door, I lose 1 dexterity point. Kind of unfortunate. I liked having 19. But it's not major.
A selfless act from one who willingly shoulders the burden of destiny and its effect upon others. Your companion is returned to you, Child of Baal.
By the way, what just happened here? You have lost experience points. This means, if I remember correctly, 75,000 experience points are lost.
The tear of Baal is yours, child.
Thank you, Mr. Demon. Off he goes. Corgan's back. Okay, wait. The party has gained an item, Tears of Baal. Who actually has them? Is it Corgan? Oh, never mind. I already delivered the other 2. I was like, I should have 3, but I only have 1. But no. So yeah, if you go this way, Corgan dies.
Do it.
Let's continue. And let's check out this reward. I'm actually gonna speed the process up by doing this. You guys can go to the next trial location. I will go to the door.
My friend.
So, for the trial of selfishness, I have been granted plus 10% magic resistance for going the good way about it. Obviously, the evil way would be to sacrifice my companion, and the rewards would be different.
I can feel your anger.
So next trial, which one is this?
One of the tears does lie near this very place. It is in the possession of another. One with so much power, so difficult to defeat it is. But all things, even the most powerful, can be overcome, yes. You have defeated many whose claims of power were so hollow, you tore them down from their thrones.
What does that have to do with the tier?
Always you have used the right tools to defeat your foes, yes. And I am giving you now the right tool to defeat this one.
This is greed, by the way.
Here it is. Gaze upon the soul that is named Black Razor. Most powerful it is, and it is the tool you need to defeat the one who holds the tear. It
I'll
is for
carry no
you
more.
to decide,
Be on the
Child of
ground if
Baal,
you-
how to use the tool you have. I leave you to your choice then.
Young lord of this place. So he gives us the item Black Razor plus 3. In this case he gave it to Corgan, whose inventory was full, so he dropped his potions. But the item we got, and actually let me just fix this here. Okay, this is fine. Whoops. This is fine. Okay. Black Razor is actually a pretty good sword. This sword radiates evil like a sour odor, and the owner never knows if he wields the weapon or if it wields him. In addition to its combat abilities, Black Razor slowly regenerates its owner with the drained strength of opponents. The equipped abilities regenerate 1 hit point every 5 seconds, so pretty much 1 hit point or 1.2 hit points per round. And it also gives us immunity to charm and fear. As for the combat abilities, with every hit, it has a 15% chance of draining 4 levels from the target and healing the wielder by 20 hit points, as well as hasting him for 20 seconds and increasing his strength by 3 points for 20 seconds. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but this does not mention any kind of saving throw. So I do believe that this 15% chance, if it does proc, it will drain the levels from the opponent. So it's not something that the enemy can save against. This is actually a very, very good sword. And by the way, it's a longsword and it's a +3 longsword.
So be it.
And here, what we need to do... It's a lovely place.
I see the ruler of this small plane has come to me. Perhaps my eternal torment shall be relieved at long last. Oh, I can only hope.
You can find this enslaved genie. Eternal torment? What do you mean by that? It is a punishment. I have been brought to this plane to hold the Tear of Baal, and I shall remain for eternity until certain conditions are met. And what conditions might those be? I cannot tell you directly, my lord. It is a condition of my punishment that I can only tell you of its nature in a riddle. Listen carefully. He who holds the razor's blade, forged of darkest iron, quenched by blood and fear, know that he holds the key to the one who guards Baal's sacred murder tear. I like these rhymes. So, let me get this straight. The sword Black Razor is the key to getting the Tear of Baal from you? I cannot answer that, my lord. So obviously we have 2 ways to go about it as well. So if I were to give you Black Razor, would you give me the tear? And that would release you from your punishment? It would, my lord. But Black Razor also allows me to kill you, is that right? That would release you too. You do not need the sword itself to do that. The fact that you were given Black Razor is enough, even if you possess it no longer. But yes, that too would be a release. Okay, so here I'm guessing the options are I either give him Black Razor or I choose to keep it for myself and kill him instead. So that's why this is a trial of greed. As usual, we have 2 sets of rewards, and in this case I prefer the good rewards, which we're gonna see in a second. So we're gonna go the good way about it. So I can give you the sword. So take the sword then, I have no need of it. And this is also kind of true. So in this case I have Korgan, my main pure fighter, using axes and is also going to be using bastard swords eventually. But he is not even proficient with the long sword. That doesn't mean he can't hit with it, but he's just not going to have as many attacks per round, not as good attack, all that stuff, or damage either. And Herdelis is currently using the Flail of Ages, which I believe I'm gonna have him use always. And if he's facing Undead, he has the Mace of Disruption. He's not really gonna swap much between other types of weapon. So it's not a major loss to lose this sword. If I were specializing in long swords, however, and I didn't mind losing the good reward, I would definitely try and keep the sword. In this case, take the sword, my friend.
I am most grateful to you then for my release. Oh, may the heavens sing your praises for this charity you have showed me.
My lord. Hey! So we have lost the Black Razor. No chance of getting it back again. We got the Tear of Ball and 20,000 experience. Let's check out our reward.
You must gather your party before venturing.
Yes, yes, I know.
Execute Order 66.
Do the same thing here before I forget. Send my party for the next trial location and let's get Palpatine to go and check out the no. Check out the reward. So the 4th tier. So again, we took the Tear of Ball and placed it in the eye. And we have been granted +2 to all of our saving throws. So we're now sitting at 2 versus death, -3, 1, -4, and 0. So I believe the trade-off here would be the good reward gives us this bonus, and the evil reward would give us Black Razor, an additional 15 hit points, and I think there's also something else, but I can't remember. But yeah, the saving throws are more important for Mr. Palpatine here.
It's treason, then.
Is it?
So we meet again. How fitting that our reunion should be in this place of retribution.
Sarevok?
It is I, or an echo perhaps. My essence joined that of our dead father after you murdered me, after all. But in the end, all the children of Baal end up here.
So Sarevok is apparently also not completely dead. Or maybe he is, because this is a wraith.
I have one of the tears of Baal you will need. I will not hand it over to you, however. You do not deserve it.
I don't deserve it. Bitch, you are in no position to place judgment on me, Sarevok.
But I am. I am in excellent position. Rule of this realm was rightfully mine, and had I spitted you on my blade as easily as that pathetic wizard Gorion, our positions would be reversed now.
But they aren't, are they? I killed you then, and I can do so now.
Ah, yes. Stoke that infernal wrath of yours. I can feel the anger within you, boiling like a pit of sulfur in the crevices of your heart.
So, I think he's kind of enticing us for wrath and anger.
You feel it, do you not? The taint that surrounds your soul like a serpent, squeezing it, spreading its venom. That taint, that wrath exists in all the children of Baal, but few know how to use it. You have become the Slayer, have you not? The avatar of our dead father. The blackest expression of murder. I see it behind your eyes. Summon your wrath for me, if you can.
So he wants us to turn into the Slayer. The thing is, turning into the Slayer is not something that we are fully in control of. And we also have some penalties for doing so. So I actually prefer to be in control of my own actions and not let some kind of avatar do so for me. So no, I will not give in to the taint.
You are the one who brought me here. Your power over this place has summoned forth my essence once again. And why do you think you have done that? I can teach you how to use your wrath. You can control the taint, direct it, summon it at will. You can become the Slayer at will and become the weapon of murder that you were meant to be. So think of me. Think of how I destroyed your precious Gorion. How I plundered the lives of your Candlekeep. Summon your rage. Stir the depths of your black heart. Summon wrath. Summon wrath and become it. Because if you cannot, then you are not worth your destiny. It should have been I. It should have been I. Attack me, worm, if you dare!
I don't like doing what he's trying to get me to do. And again, I prefer not to become just some mindless beast hacking away at my enemies. I prefer to be in control of my powers and actually use arcane magic to do so. I don't feel the wrath you claim, Sarevok. I am much more strategic and much more planful. I pity you and what you have become, but that is all.
Then you were never worthy of Baal's blood, and I shall crush you where you stand.
Good luck, bitch. Oh, he actually wants to fight. Corgan, kill him. I can just have Corgan kill people. I don't need anybody else. You wanna see? Oh, magic shielding. How cute. Crit. Skullbreaker. Man, he tanks a lot of damage. Jesus. Corgan, I believe in you. You can do it. It's a duel. Corgan. Yes. Corgan versus Sarevok. Corgan wins. Bitch. Oops. Okay, so Vicky can take this. And also heal up our friend Mr. Corgan here. Did I get the tier? I did. Cool.
So be it.
Just like the other trials, the other option would be to give in to our wrath and become the Slayer.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
But once again, I do prefer the rewards of taking this particular approach. So now we have the final tier to open the door. But I'm gonna leave that tier for the next episode. Ooh, a bit of suspense. But yeah, we're gonna have a fight in the next episode. And I mean, we're gonna have a fight when I use up the last tier. And I wanna save that for an episode of its own. So we're gonna leave that one for the next episode. And for now, I'm just gonna end this one here. And thank everyone for being here in the channel, checking out some Baldur's Gate 2 with me. I hope you guys are enjoying this. We are nearing the conclusion of Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Alm, which has been a great adventure. So if you guys have any thoughts, any questions about the game, leave a comment. If you want to get notified about future videos coming to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you all in the next episode, which will definitely be worth it. So until then, stay safe everyone.